And David actually just came on and asked me, so the book is still available. I think you still have some copies of Magical Running left, although not many, because we've had a lot of registrations. So is that still available to anyone attending today?
I think so. I think we set a limit on that, and I do think that we still have a few of those left.
Okay, and you're going to sign them, right?
I will definitely sign them.
All right, David, so go get your signed copy right now. And then finally, Candy DiCarlo asked, when do you ever tell an athlete they shouldn't run and try aquabike? I have 2 clients that insist they run, but one has had a bad hip and a hip replacement. Other has heel spurs, has been told not to run. When do you tell someone not to run, or is there ever an answer like that?
You know, it's again, the answer is gray. I've had individuals who've been told never to run again, and we've taught them all sorts of ways to get around that, and they've qualified for Ironman, and they've gone on to run marathons and qualify for Boston. You know, so the medical community is always very careful, but I definitely would never, if somebody has those kind of conditions, get to a point where I would go against doctor's orders or something like that. But a lot of people get so much out of their sport, they may have to accept less intensity or a slower pace. In 2000, I ruptured a hamstring, and it took me about a year to come back from that. And I now have one hamstring short on the right side. And I think in that 2-year hiatus, I went from running 37 minutes and something for Boulder 10K, and I think I ran 41 minutes with sans the hamstring. You know, so people must work within those compass. The general rule of thumb is don't do anything that creates pain with each step that you take, and then make sure that you get multiple opinions, and then look into what's possible in terms of or that kind of thing. I know when that does 100-mile races with a hip replacement within, I think, 18 months to 2 years. Not necessarily great to do, but she's enamored with ultra distance racing, and she gets a lot of pleasure out of that. So, you know, work within your own comfort level, work very, very closely with your team, your medical team, and make sure that it's safe and you're not doing damage that's going to create massive problems for you later on down the line. But there's always a way to do that. And, you know, even when you're working in water, you know, just look at that running motion can be very, very easily replaced in the water, and you might get sufficient satisfaction from that kind of activity. And then, of course, we know there's devices like the Alter G treadmill that remove a lot of your body weight. You can run at 50 or 40 or 30% of your body weight, still to get the same kind of workout and at the same time protect your joints.
Yeah. And Bobby, Roman Piasta just came on with a great question. In the past, as a new runner, I relied heavily on intervals and hill running for strengthening my legs. Recently, I discovered huge benefits of strength training for running. It resulted in more muscular, heavier chassis, but faster paced in marathons. What do you recommend for strength training for runners and triathletes? And I know that this is a big point of debate in the running community and the triathlon community about the role of strength training.
Yeah, very much so.